United Tribes of Bristol Bay is a tribally chartered consortium of Bristol Bay tribes who, for over the last decade, have been working to protect Bristol Bay from unsustainable development like the Pebble Mine. The ultimate goal, obviously, is to secure permanent protections for the Bristol Bay watershed. We want the entirety of our ecosystem intact and protected for future generations.
I am beginning to be an elder. A young one anyway. Baby elder. But I know it is hard to becoming one, because you have to speak out for our younger generations, which many of us have.
Bristol Bay proper has 3 different indigenous peoples: the Alutiiq people, the Yupik people, the Dena'ina people.
There's 3 cultures that use this area, Bristol Bay region. It is recognized as a red sockeye salmon capital of the world. There's no other place like that. None.
Like our ancestors, we've been able to live off this land, we've been able to learn from this land, we've been able to keep that connection. So our main mission is to to protect our Yupik, Dena'ina, and Alutiiq way of life, to help our people have the ability to remain who we are as Indigenous people. And we cannot do that without our environment, without our lands and waters.
There are no cultures of the other almost 30 that can today rely on wild salmon, because the salmon runs have been destroyed. Only in one place can cultures carry on the traditions of their ancestors, making the transition from prehistory to now. The technology changes, but the attitudes, many of the beliefs, and the impact on the culture are still there. And that's the Dena'ina and the Yupik of this area.
So much has changed over the course of, contact with the Western world and colonization. But what is most important is still there, and that is our connection with our land, our connection with our waters, and the deep spiritual connection of our people to this place. That is what we're trying to protect.
I went down to the Mount Foley Dam and I looked at that, and they told me that this is the world class, this is the best in the world. Well, look at what happened there. It just dissolved and flooded the whole area, ruined the waters in that area. That's what we don't want to happen.
I've been downriver hunting right now, but instead I'm here doing testimony against you guys again and again. We've been doing this for years. When does no mean no for you guys?
It's very frustrating that the Pebble Limited Partnership and others continue to try and disregard that fact, because it is a fact that the vast majority of Bristol Bay has not supported and continues to not support this project.
This place is as much a part of me as I am of it. It belongs to me, but most importantly, I belong to this place. This is one of the last wonders of the world, one of the most beautiful places with the most abundant natural resources left on this planet. God decided to put us here because He knew that we are the ones to take care of and utilize it in a caring, healthy way.
Creating other types of jobs in our communities that fit what our community's wants and needs are, instead of trying to fit into these boxes of what Western economies look like. Because no one's going to deny that we have to be able to survive in a cash economy. That's the reality of modern society. And so it's our challenge as the people of Bristol Bay to do that in a way that makes sense for us. And we have said over and over and over again that we will determine what that looks like. And Pebble Mine and that type of development that threatens the core of who we are is not what we want.